Good afternoon. Welcome to another video blog, vid blog, whatever you want to call it. I did mention a couple of weeks ago now, probably over a month ago, my next video would be about EMDR. EMDR, and I'm going to have to read this from a screen because for the love and life of me, no matter if I've read it 20 million times, my memory isn't so good anymore, and I can't remember what it stands for, but it does stand for eye movement desensitization and reprocessing. What it's about now, before I start telling you what it's about and how it helped me, I do know from my experiences of meeting other guys, especially on bike tours for the wounded, when we went on Route 66, a young lad named Dean Upson. I mentioned this to him. He's had it didn't work for him. I don't want that to sound negative, because I'm not a negative person. What I want it to sound that just basically it doesn't help everyone. It didn't help Dean, but it's helped me, and I want everyone to understand that if you are suffering, you are going through the process, you've never heard of it, please ask your nurse, doctor for a trial. Trial and error is the key. Eye movement desensitization reprocessing, it basically makes you in a hypnosis state. So before you even have EMDR, your nurse or your doctor will go through levels of relaxation and also a happy place, and that's what I joke about all the time, because my happy place is, if you guys are following me on Facebook, you realise that my happy place is Disneyland or Disney World in Florida. Disneyland this year, but Disney in a whole is my happy place. So what it did and what it did for me, first of all, is that I was blaming myself for years that I never told my driver, Richard Butt, to stop. I saw something weird. I saw something out of the ordinary, and I saw two kids running away before, obviously, my vehicle was detonated, or the device was detonated. My vehicle wasn't detonated, but the device was, and I was obviously on top of it. Well, when I had the EMDR, and as I said, it's in a hypnosis state, I come to realise that no matter what I'd said, no matter what I'd have done, no matter what of my actions, nothing would have changed what happened. Because what I thought I said was, that was weird, or that was out of the ordinary. In fact, what I actually got out was that, before the device was initiated, and I got lifted and throughout the turret. So that aspect in itself, it helped me come to terms with, no, as I said, no matter what my actions were that day, if I'd have said stop, he wouldn't have even heard stop. So that helped me. Also, as well, it's come to me to realise how I gained my injuries, and I want people out there to realise how it happened, and how it happened to me. So EMDR, what I know now through this is that when the vehicle lifted up and was in, say, a 45-degree angle, probably less, as it was lifting up, because it was all in slow motion, I was forced into the harness and forced at the back of the turret. So what that effectively did is it lifted my legs up to that position, and it forced me backwards. So now I know why my left hip took, or my hips took a lot of damage, my left hip in particular. And then when it went back, and then it went into a more or less vertical position, and then it started going back down, that's when it catapulted me up in the air. And I have got a vivid imagination from that, because I have had EMDR, and if it wasn't for EMDR, then I wouldn't have had the answers what I know now, if that makes total sense to you. So yeah, it helped me a lot, and as I said before the video, it's not for everybody, but it's helped me to gain answers a lot. And I'm a very positive person, and that's why I think it helped me as well. I'm not saying Dean is not as optimistic as me or positive as me. What I'm saying is I understood, I'd done the research of EMDR prior to doing it. I was very optimistic, and it helped. It helped me get answers what I was searching for. Why was I left with all these injuries? Why didn't I say stop, etc, etc, etc. So yeah, it helped me, and I hope with this video, the guys, girls, whatever your gender, you are in treatment or you haven't got treatment yet, please seek treatment. If you are in treatment, ask for EMDR, and hopefully it helps you as much as it helped me, and get the answers, obviously, what you deserve. I don't know what the next video is going to be. It's probably down the lines of Armed Forces Compensation Scheme, or the lack of it, or why we have to wait. But I want to support you guys, and I don't want it all to be negative. I want it to be positive. I'm here for you if you need me. So is Gary Green, and there are so many charities out there that can, and not just charities, but there's so many people out there who will support you, no matter what your injuries or what you need. We're here for you. As I said, just message me, message Gary, drop us a line, drop us a text, drop us a phone call. Let's support one another. I've just changed the name of the site back to what it was called, because the Real Veterans Support Hub, it sounded like it was more about real veterans. What I wanted it to do is sound about real support, not veterans, because I'm not really too bothered if you've served or if you haven't. What this is about is mental health awareness. Not just that, it's about supporting if you haven't got mental health injuries, but you've got other injuries and you need support, or you're in a homeless situation, which I was in a couple of years ago. I do know a little bit about that. My wife more than me, because she's got a better memory than me, but I would ask her to obviously and then gain answers for you. As I said, we're here, we can do this. We're part of the best army in the world, and let's continue to support one another. So big shout out to Dean Upson. I hope you get in there, buddy. Big shout out, because I've already mentioned him a couple of times. My driver, Richard Butt. Hopefully now you know what I was going through, and hey, it is what it is. Love you all. Hashtag manhugs, and get in touch. Take care. Stay frosty. All 4 rifles, by the way, nearly forgot, all 4 rifles who are deploying to Iraq, stay frosty, stay alert. I hope every single one of you comes back safely with no injuries whatsoever. It was just a complete waste of time, and you're all ticking and whinging how much waste of a time it was. That's what I want. Peace and love.